Good morning. It's Diane Evans with stampingwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So if this is one of your first times joining me, welcome. Make sure that you are subscribed to my YouTube channel or you are a member of my Facebook group or page because you'll get notified immediately as soon as I upload a new video. You may also, if you are on my YouTube channel, if you've subscribed there, you may want to subscribe to my Facebook group. And there's a link down below to the Facebook group. And in that group, that's where I share PDFs of my techniques and that sort of stuff. Also, if you do live in Canada, I'd love to be your demonstrator. I'd be honored to be your demonstrator. Like I say, I really would appreciate it. In any event, today what we're going to do is I still have Halloween cards that I need to do. So I'm going to do a couple of Halloween, or I'm going to actually just do one Halloween card, but it's a really fun fold. And it's like an accordion peekaboo fold. I have no idea really what it's called. But in any event, I want to show you this really cool fold. Now we are going to use the Scary Cute. I've used this once before and it's so cute. This one I really love, and I love these little guys here too. So I haven't used it enough, and I feel that I need to go ahead and use it some more. And we're also going to use these deckled rectangles, and with these rectangles you'll find that you could substitute the stitched rectangle frames for this, but I really like the deckled because it's, I don't know, it's just really pretty, and it reminds me of those old deckled scissors that you used to have. In any event, let's get started on this card. We are using my favorite Halloween colors, and that is the Parakeet Party and the Gorgeous Grape. And then we're also using that fantastic black and white paper. This paper is, to me, it seems like it needs to be a Halloween card. So in any event, yeah, we're going to use that. And then, of course, we have a piece of basic white as well. Now, on here, what we're going to do is I am going to take my Parakeet Party. It's 5.5 by 8.5. And this is actually going to go live on a blog post on Wednesday. So if you want to catch up and get some of the inside information, you can also catch it on Wednesday. But this is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. So let's just go in and fold that and bring in our bone folder. Make sure that you let me know, say hi, tell me where you're from. I really do appreciate that. And then also, I have a piece of Gorgeous Grape. Now, this Gorgeous Grape is 5 1/4 by 8 1/4. And I've gone ahead and I've scored it at, and this is really important that you score it this certain way. You score this at 2 1/16 and 4 1/8. And then when we go in to fold that, just going to get a really good crease. What's going to happen is this is going to go on the inside of the card, and you will soon see, you will soon see how this is going to be like a fancy fold card. All right, so I could use this side. I just find this side's not, how do I say it? Whoops, you know what? Here I go again. I am not there. I'm going to have to almost tell you all over again. I am so sorry about that. Oh my goodness, 4:25 a.m. in Australia. Okay, so again, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. This piece is 5 1/4 by 8 1/4, scored at 2 1/16 and 4 1/8. And then then this piece here is going to be at 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to actually put it onto this side is what I'm going to do. Now, these deckled rectangles are going to be your real friend. Can you drop down? I think I've already done that. Comments are so far delayed. So what I want to do is I want to take the ones I'm going to need, or the 3rd and 4th and possibly the 5th sized rectangle from there. And I am going to go, and we're going to go on this part here, and I'm going to put this on here. And what I want to do is I just want to go like this, and I'm going to bring in my big cut and emboss machine. You know, I think I'm going to put that Post-it note tape on the other side as well. There we go. Now bring in my cut and emboss machine. Well, love plates, aren't they? And then let's just go ahead, put this on here. Let's just run that through. And then what we're going to do is we'll turn around. Whoops, got a little bit of moving and shaking and everything else going on here, but there we go. Just going to put this off to the side because I've got to come back in with it. I think I've moved my camera. Oh my goodness. Monday morning, right? All right. So this piece we can save for something else. But what I want to do is I want to go ahead and I want to put this onto the front of this particular card. So I'm going to come in with my glue. And then let's just go ahead and put that onto this side here. That's just going to fit in there like that. And not very straight. That is the beauty of this glue. Once you start putting it down a second time, it does tend to get quite tacky. So this really shouldn't be this difficult. All right, so let's go again. There we go. And then what we're going to do, that was the third one. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come in with the fourth one, and we're going to put this on the inside here. And let's put this on here as well. And then I'm going to come back in with the cut and emboss machine. And let's run that one through as well. So this is what's going to give us the peekaboo part of it. Like I say, I don't know the name of this fold. It was one that I'd written down in my book to do, and I never got around to doing it. So, and I never really wrote down the names in any event. All right. There we go. So you can see that's going to go to the inside of the card. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on here. This is going to go in here. And then this is where we're going to bring in the peekaboo part. But I am changing this up just, well, you know what? I could do it this way. This would work. We're going to have to do a bit more cutting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this onto this piece here. And then we're going to decorate this other part here. So let's go ahead and put this part onto here. You know, this green is perfect, just perfect for Halloween and the Gorgeous Grape. And it's funny, Gorgeous Grape is not one of those colors that I really, really like, but it definitely is a Halloween card. So this looks to me like I cut this wrong. This should have been, let's see, by 8 1/4. And this would have been scored at 4. I guess what I did was not quite cut it properly. So Your proper measurements should be, you know what? I don't like that. So I'm going to take that and let's go ahead and cut another piece. What a card. All right, so the Gorgeous Grape is going to be, let me bring in my trimmer. The Gorgeous Grape is going to be 5 1/4 by 8 1/4. So that's not giving me much room, but let's see. 8 1/4. Let's just cut that. And 5 1/4. And then we're going to score this. And I'm going to show you actually how I go ahead when I score this. So this is 8 1/4. So it's going to be scored at 4 1/8. And then what I like to do is I like to turn the other side over. And this is going to be 2 1/16. So let's go ahead. Now that should work. So that way, when you fold into the mountain, you're going to have a nice crisp fold. And let's go ahead and see how that, yeah, that's much better. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and glue that. It's going to go in there like that. And you want to make sure that this part is down. And the reason that it's sitting down is so that you now can then carry on to the rest of putting this part in. So what you would normally do is you would take this deckled part here. You want to make sure that you've got it lined up for the way that it's cut. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here and I'm going to put the liquid glue here. We don't want it to go anywhere else. So we're just going to go in, let's line that up and glue that down there. And then this is what's going to give us our fold. See how it's going to go like this and going to fold in there like that. Now, what I'd like to do is what's really cute with this, I'll just move these deckled out of the way. What's really cute with these scary cute or scary silhouettes is this particular one would look great to me with purple behind it. So I had cut out this deckled frame incorrectly. So what I want to do is, let's see, if I do this, all right. So I want to go cut another one out of here. So we're going to cut this particular one, the smaller one. So this is the 5th one. And now I can go ahead and use my mini. No, we'll use the big one. It's here. Just going to go ahead and cut this one out because this is going to sit on that parakeet party. Like so. Whoops, I've got it going the opposite way here. Let's turn it around. So how many of you do Halloween cards? Do you do Halloween cards at all? I find since the kids, they really like it. I also have a class that I'm doing in the city of Kamloops for some youth. And basically, I've got to have a bunch of cards designed for that. So, right. So this is just going to go on here. And I think what I'll do is I'll hold it on with the pair. And I've never really done a youth class for Halloween. So it's given me an excuse that I can play with these really cool colors and everything else. So All right, so let's just put this down. And this has given me this really cool silhouette that's like this. And see, that is going to go in there like so. Now, I could have done that in black, but what I'm going to do is when I put this down, I'm actually going to, and I've cut out some of these already, I'm going to put a haunted house in there. So what I'll do is I'll put that on first. This is going to go like so. It's just going to go down here, about here. And then this can go on here. Oh, I got it over a little bit too far. Let me just pick that up and move that over. And this is going to go on here. So I'll just glue that part on. This is really, this would be so cute for making 3D things, or 3D or packaging would be amazing as well. I'm not sure who that is, but they're saying that they love doing Halloween cards. That's awesome. Like I say, I've never really done Halloween cards until, of course, when the grandchildren come along. There we go. There. And then I have some bats here that we're going to put up there. And we also have a moon. Let's go ahead and put our moon on there. No, I want to have that underneath there. There we go. Not going to show that much. And then we're going to go in and put our bats on there as well. I'm amazed at these really, really small dies that Stampin' Up! Has now. I found a die that was so small that I do not know what I would even use it for. And that was the same with Hey Chick. They had some seed as well that was really small. So this is a lot of glue on there. So I'm thinking to myself that it's probably going to end up sticking to something else. So I'm going to come in with my embossing pick. The tweezers. Oops. And now see, I got a bit of glue there. Now, I've shown you that trick that what you can do is you can come in with a sponge. And for some reason, it just comes off really, really good. There we go. So this is going to go like this. See how we've got that going? Now what we want to do is we want to have these bats going up there. Let's see. I'll put that underneath there. And then let's put this other one. We'll put that bat up here as well. My goodness. All right. Okay, now what I wanted to do was also put some of this on white on the inside, just so that it actually, I can do something with it. But by using these figures here, it's really, really hard to get them black. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with my Stamparatus, and then I'm going to figure out where I want this to go. So let's see, I'll go ahead, and I think I'd like to have these guys going right about there. So I'm going to come in, and this way I can stamp a couple of times. I'm hoping that's straight. I'm going to come in with my memento. Now I could also do this with black embossing powder to make it go really black. come in with my Chucky. Now, if you want to know what this Chucky is, there is another video. You could actually look it up. It's under Chucky. You see what I mean? It's not quite black enough. It's the most amazing tool, I think, is the name of the video that I did on how to make your own. And let's do just a bit more. Aren't they adorable? Oh my goodness. There we go. Now we can have that like that. And I'm thinking too that maybe instead of doing the embossing on the this is another die that comes with this particular just going to use a bit of my snail or Stampin' Seal. And what I've done is I'm kind of making it like a repositional one tape. And I just want to put this on here. And let's go ahead and put this Halloween Happiness or Say Boo and Scary On. Trick or Treat, You're So Sweet. Maybe the Trick or Treat, You're So Sweet. And let's see, I'm hoping that that's going to be about there. If not, I've got another one done. But this way I can make sure that it's good and black. Hopefully we've got that. Not too bad. And you know what? I'm just going to stamp it once more. Get it good and black. There we go. Use your Stamparatus much? Like really, it's such a great tool. All right, so this part is going to go on here. Now we could also put some more bats on here too, and I think that's what we might do. We might stamp some bats. But again, I may not get them black enough. So this is going to go on here. Stop. Man, I'm having problems today with lining up. That happens some days. There we go. Look at that. Oh, I know this one was actually 3 3/4, and I think this is by 5 1/4. It's just not wanting to go in there where I want it to go. I'm going to have to trim off a little bit. So let me just trim that off. Do you? I'm so glad that you use your Stamparatus because honestly, it's one of the best tools out there and it's a great tool out there. I'm going to have to clean this afterwards. Whoops. And to get it so it's a black image is what you want. There, that's much better. I guess I didn't have that cut properly. All right. So then this is going to go like this. See how we've got that? What wild colors, right? Let's go here, put that there. And we could go ahead and put this, you know, it would have been nice in the purple as well. I'm actually going to put it right along here. So I'm going to come in with my black dimensionals and I'm going to take this part here. It's just the edge. And let's put that on the bottom. And there we go. That'll go there. And there's my card. So kind of a different card. It has a really fun fold. It'd be great to have to use with an awful lot of different ones. Now I'm just going to come in and let's score that really good. Get that down. And there we go. So I hope you enjoyed that. Like I say, it will be on a blog post as of Wednesday at 1 o'clock. I'm going to be posting that. And then, yeah, you know what? The Stamparatus is, it's funny with the Stamparatus. It's great for beginner stampers, but if you do like a lot of the same type, if you do an awful lot of the same type of card and you're doing like for swaps, or if you're giving gifts and you're doing it for your Christmas card class and you want to get them all lined up and go really, really quickly, amazing, just amazing, the Stamparatus. And then all the different techniques that you can do with the Stamparatus as well. All right, so there's our card for today. I think it's a peekaboo accordion card. That's what we're going to call it. One of the kids is really going to like that. In any event, I hope you do. So drop back again tomorrow. Tomorrow's my Technique Tuesday. How did they do that Technique Tuesday? This is the one where we're going back to some of the older techniques for the time being. I can't wait to start showing you some of the real newer techniques because a lot of them are really fun to play with as well. But we're going to do some that we've done years and years and years ago, and they might be some that are new to you. They might be some that refresh your memory, that sort of stuff. So I'll be doing that at 4:30 Pacific time tomorrow. And then again on Wednesday, I'll be doing my mystery challenge. And that's a fun one where I give you 3 clues and you can create your own card where I create a card with the same clues. In any event, you guys, thank you so much for dropping by. Remember to give me the thumbs up. If there's the best form of a compliment is for you to share my video. I really do appreciate that. And if you know anybody that would be interested and are interested in Halloween cards, by all means, share my video with them. Anyways, you guys, have a great day. Bye for now.